Hey guys, it's Russ here, Russ here, and today we're back with another episode of Pokemon Colosseum Shadowlocke. If you guys missed the last episode, we caught a new Shadow Pokemon that I'm super excited to add to the team. But I added it to the team, and we're gonna see how it fares. So let's do a quick team recap. Also, if you haven't watched the previous episode, this is your first episode of Pokemon Shadowlocke, let's go over the rules real quick. So, it's kind of like a normal Nuzlocke, just a little bit different. Normal Nuzlocke rules say you're allowed to catch the first Pokemon on each route, and that is it. This game doesn't really have routes, it has cities, and that's about it. Also, there's a very few Pokemon in this game. There's only about 43 with very select locations, maybe 7 locations altogether. So that would hugely limit the number of Pokemon we're allowed to use. So, there's 43 Pokemon in the game all day, so we're allowed to catch any of the Shadow Pokemon we come across. And that's another special thing. All the Pokemon in this game that we're trying to capture are Shadow Pokemon, taken over by the Team Snag'em. So, we are going to nickname every Pokemon we encounter as well, and if a Pokemon faints, it is considered dead to us. So hopefully we've had 2 casualties already, and hopefully we don't get too many more. So let's do a quick team recap here before we get into everything. First of all, we have our Croconaw. Croconaw has been with us almost since the beginning. I think he was our second Shadow Pokemon we caught. He's holding the Mystic Water with Torrent, a rash nature. His door is almost open to his heart. There's only left one final lock, and we have to progress further in the storyline to actually unlock that. He has Shadow Rush, Scary Face, Bite, and Surf. So that Surf is going to be super useful for these upcoming battles, I hope. I'm super excited for that. Next, we have our Mischievous, who has the ability to Levitate, is holding the Spell Tag, powering up all those ghost moves that it doesn't have yet. As a careful nature, it has Shadow Rush, Confuse Ray, and we don't know the rest of it yet. So it's about halfway unlocked, so we're going to play with it and see if we can get the rest of it unlocked today. Next on our list is our Umbreon. Umbreon's been with us since the beginning. He was one of our 2 original Pokemon. They were Espeon and Umbreon, but sadly, Espeon met an early perish. So, it's a naughty nature. Synchronized ability with Bite, Secret Power, Taunt, and Snatch. Next Pokemon on our list is Yanma. Yanma's the newly acquired Pokemon I was talking about in the last episode. I am super hyped to use this Pokemon, and we'll see what we can do with it. As you can see, the door to its heart hasn't been unlocked at all as of yet, because I just caught it in the last episode, so let's see what we can do with that today. Next we have our Furret. Furret, we again just recently caught it. It was one of our last couple. We haven't used it much. I think we've only used it once, which opened the door to its heart just a little bit. We don't know too much about it, and it only has Shadow Rush as of right now. And our last Pokemon on our team, at least right now, we have a couple more in the PC, but in the party we have Flaffy, who has Shadow Rush, Thunder Wave, Cotton Spore, and we don't know what the last move is. It is a Brave nature. It's almost fully open to humans, but we just got a little bit more work. So, I think we're going to start today's episode. We're going to throw Flaffy up front here. Actually, I think we're going to throw Yanma up here, because I definitely want to show Yanma some love. Yanma's one of my favorite bug Pokemon. Even though we don't get to unlock the awesome Yanmega in this game, because that's 4th gen, Yanma's still one of my favorite to use. So let's go upstairs and see what we have to unlock. Are we fully healed? Yes. Okay. So, what? Abnormality detected. Target locked on. So, just unlike normal Pokemon games, every battle in this game is a double battle. And like I said, we're trying to capture evil Pokemon back from these evil Team Snag'em members. It'll let us know if there's a Shadow Pokemon. We don't get to catch everything, which would be freaking awesome. But there's only certain Pokemon we can steal back from them. So, looking at this, that Magnemite and Ramorate are both looking pretty freaking scary. Especially if that Ramorate has a ice move. I don't think it does, so I think we can leave Yanma in here. But I definitely want to switch out Croconaw. So, I think Croconaw will switch out into... We're going to go ahead into Umbreon here. And then Yanma is going to use Shadow Rush on this Ramorate. So here comes out Umbreon. So for those of you who haven't been playing Pokemon for... did we knock out that Ramorade in one hit? Yes, we did. So for those of you who haven't been playing Pokemon since the beginning, after Gen 2, there was a huge cutoff point where the games just weren't compatible with each other when you had Red, Blue, and Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal. They just didn't have the capabilities of communicating with the 3rd Gen games. So this game was a way for you to get some of those 2nd Gen Pokemon that were kind of harder to get, even back in 2nd Gen, like Yanma. Yanma was super hard to get back in 2nd Gen. At least I never had one back in the original 2nd Gen. I think I might have had one, the new remakes, not new remake, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So, we're gonna bite this Magnemite here, and we're gonna also Shadow Rush it. So, yeah, like this game allowed you to get some of those Pokemon that were kind of rare even back then. You got to use them in this game. It was pretty freaking awesome because you couldn't trade them over to your normal game until you unlocked their hearts, which was a nifty little thing. You just couldn't, oh man, I'm gonna capture all these Pokemon a bunch of times really quickly and trade them over. No, they were still kind of rare because you had to go through the entire game to do this. Here comes the Thunder Shock. Oh, the Yanma. Oh, that did so much damage. That was scary. We got a speed boost there. How much damage did we do to that Magnemite? Okay, we're gonna go for another bite, and we're gonna go for another Shadow Rush. Hopefully, between two of this, they can knock it out. So, yeah, this just got those Pokemon into circulation, which was really nice. It reminds me of the days back in X and Y, right like the first day Bank came out for Japan. There was a flood of Pokemon coming out that we weren't able to get, and they showed up all over the GTS and everything from breeding and all that kind of stuff, and they're just like a little mini market of Pokemon like that. It was pretty nifty. We still couldn't get everything, but it was cool to try to complete our Pokedex and then trade like oh man, I have this rare Snubble now, or Snubble wasn't rare, but I had this rare Yanma that you couldn't catch in X and Y, so I'm gonna trade it for a Cyndaquil that you couldn't get in X and Y, and like it just made weird Pokemon rare for a short period of time. So we defeated this guy. We're gonna keep going. Let's see what's in here. Let's battle this guy because there's a box right over there that I want to get to. Okay, so we got Bandana Guy Loba, who has a Wingull and a Wooper. Yanma's pretty hurt, so I'm probably going to switch it out. I should have fielded up between matches here. But I'm probably going to switch it out to Flaffy. So Croconaw is going to come in here, and we're going to bite this Wingull, see if we can get some flinchies. It might outspeed us. But Yanma is going to get switched out here into Flaffy. There's the wing attack. Yep, it outsped us. So the flinches there from bite won't be too much of a thing. But it was going to resist the surf anyway because it's water type. So here's the water gun here. So Croconaw's just taking all these hits. We're gonna bite that Wingull again, and we're gonna Shadow Rush a Swooper. So there's the Growl. It's gonna lower our attack. Hopefully, I think it hits both. Yeah, so it's gonna lower the attack of Croconaw. So this might not knock out the Wingull this time, sadly, unless we get a crit. We can always hope for a nice crit. And we didn't get the crit, and we still knocked it out. So that's pretty nifty. Flaffy entered Hyper Mode, so it's not going to be attacking this turn. There's a Tail Whip to lower our defenses. We're going to bite the Swooper because we do outspeed the Wooper this time. We're going to call it Flaffy. Open its heart a little bit more to us. And that bite does a significant amount of damage. Next turn, between the Shadow Rush and the bite, we should be able to take it out. There's another Tail Whip. Our defense is pretty low. Luckily, we will be outspeeding. We'll outspeed with one. We won't outspeed with Flaffy, but I think we can live with Flaffy. At least I can hope so. We just unlocked Shadow or Thunder Shock, but I don't remember if Wooper's just water or water ground. So I don't want to risk it. I don't want to play the dumb move. We'll just go for Shadow Rush here. Okay, there's that. And Flaffy, use Shadow Rush here. Okay. So there goes down Wooper. I think after this we'll run downstairs, heal up our Pokemon real quick, and continue on. I think we're going to move Flaffy to the lead of the party, to go with Croconaw for now, just to finish opening the door to its heart. We should unlock it within the next 2 battles, I'll say. That way, we can swap Croconaw out and get to show some more Pokemon some love. Oh, we got 5 Great Balls, so that's pretty awesome. Let's see, anything back here? Nope. Okay. So let's head downstairs real quick, get everybody healed up, and we'll go from there. There's a couple more levels to this place, I think. We'll see as we go up. Okay. Still want to get into that room back there and get that box. Okay, so we have this bodybuilder it looks like to take on. So let me change out our Pokemon real quick. So which we'll put him up front with. You're a little bug Pokemon drawn to a candle. I'm going with these Pokemon. So we're drawn to a candle. More like a bug zapper, Oh, yeah. Electric Pokemon here, okay. So, Croconaw's not going to be the best for this matchup, so we're probably going to switch that out. Flappy should do okay. So, Croconaw, we're going to switch out into... Probably the best Pokemon would be Furret here. Then we're gonna Shadow Rush the Voltorb. There's a quick attack right into the Furret. We can take those for days. There's a Shockwave. Who's that gonna hit? That hit the Flappy, and that's not very effective either. We're going to Shadow Rush right into the Voltorb. See how much damage that does. Okay, so the Voltorb can take a couple of those. I'm hit with the Recoil. Okay. Flappy's going to Shadow Rush. We should probably just focus on the Voltorb right now. So Furt instantly went into Hyper Mode. I'm not surprised. Again, its door to its heart hasn't been opened up too much. Here's a Sonic Boom. And here's a Howl. That's actually getting scary. So, any plus attack in this game is scary. So Flaffy also entered Hyper Mode. That is very... so I'm going to waste a turn calling them both. That's not really wasting a turn, but I'm going to have to completely waste this turn doing it. So I'm calling them both out. That opens their door to me. So now Flaffy's fully open except for that last bit. Flaffy shouldn't be entering Hyper Mode almost at all now. So there's a quick attack right into Flappy. Hopefully we get a nice static off here. Yep, there's the static. And here's the Sonic Boom, but Voltorb missed. So we're going to Shadow Rush and Shadow Rush directly into this Voltorb here. Oh, the first Shadow Rush took out the Voltorb. Sweet. So the second Shadow Rush should be redirected into the Electrike. I know that's how it would be in the current gens, but I don't know about this gen. So it looks like it. Yeah. So there's a little over 50%. We're probably going to get stacked ourselves here. Oh, and Electric can't move, and we don't get stacked. That's freaking awesome. So we're going to double Shadow Rush right into the Electric again, and Furt goes back into Hyper Mode once again. See if the Shadow Rush takes it out. Okay. And I get static, so I'm going to have to heal myself from paralysis after this battle. But we take down Bodybuilder Ackman. No glory for the fallen. I'm crushed. Okay, so let's heal up our paralysis really quickly. Since our Flaffy is fully likes us now, we can switch out. For it's still in hyper mode, so I'm gonna have to call it out instantly once I bring it out. Let's bring Mischievous to the front because I really want to train up Mischievous. I mean, I want to train up Yanma too, but Mischievous is a bit closer. Might as well get these Pokemon done and fixed before, even though I still have a bit to go until I can unlock the rest of their heart. So, take on this girl. Come on. Come and get some. Our guns are gunning our engines. Wow, I can't read it all today. So this is Ryder Raleen. Has a Doduo and a Ladybug. Okay. So Flappy's gonna put in the work here a lot. Mischievous isn't bad because a lot of the normal moves that Doduo has is gonna hit it, and so that'll be pretty nice. We're gonna Shadow Rush the Ladybug, and we're going to Thunder Shock the Doduo. Back in first gen, I know this is gonna sound really dumb, but back in first gen, when first gen first came out, I mean the internet was a thing, obviously, but the information about these Pokemon wasn't readily relevant or readily available. So when I first saw Doduo and I saw it didn't have wings and stuff, before I actually caught one and stuff like that, I actually thought Doduo was a flying ground type because it classified as a bird, like it looked like a bird, but it didn't have wings. So, like I said, it does sound dumb, but that's kind of how I saw it. We're gonna Shadow Rush this Ladybug again and Thunder Shock the Swablu. The Mischievous enters hyper mode here, so it won't be attacking this turn. There's another static on there. So we get hit 3 times with this. Hopefully we take out this Swablu here. Nope. But Ladybug is fully paralyzed, which is nice. Mischievous is in hyper mode. We should call it out now, and Flaffy will get another Thunder Shock on his Swablu. And there's the knockout on a Swablu. So we only should have to deal with Ladybug. I don't think she has a 4th. No, she doesn't have a 4th. So we can take out this Ladybug, no problem. We're going to Shadow Rush. Oh, we just learned Mean Look. Super nice. So with this Ladybug down, we now finished off this girl. So I think, looking at Flaffy, we're going to head downstairs and heal up. And I think that's where we're going to call it an episode for today. Dropped in the dirt. She's complaining because she doesn't have a Shadow Pokemon. So we're going to head down... Wow, sorry guys. We're going to head downstairs and we're going to heal up. And we're going to call it an episode for today. Next episode, we're going to try to finish our way through this cavern here, this hideout. And see what's at the end. Probably Minor B. And we'll go from there. So if you guys like this kind of content, if you like Pokemon Shadowlocke, if you like Nuzlocke, if you like Pokemon, if you like Pokken, I have content of all that on this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of Pokemon Shadowlocke. Later.